through the Save Our Spaceport Coalition. A lot of us worked on the informed consent legislation. And after we were so very successful, thanks to all of you, with getting the informed consent legislation passed, I started thinking, wow, we have a lot of momentum going. And it would be a shame for this group of diverse people. We have people here from tourism, people from aviation, from aerospace, from schools, from all over the place. Construction, all over the place. And I thought it'd be a shame if we let that momentum go to waste moving forward. So I thought, how can we turn this momentum that we have from the informed consent legislation toward education? Because really, if we're going to build the aerospace and aviation industry in New Mexico, we need to build our students, and we need to excite people about this industry. And so thinking about that, it's kind of funny. About the same time I was putting a lot of thought into that, I get a call from Marshall Puckett from the New Mexico Aviation Aerospace Association. He said, Dave, you know, we've been thinking about, we've got all this momentum, and we'd like to move this thing and kind of turn that momentum towards education. What do you think? I said, oh, good idea. I've got a PowerPoint I want to come and show to your board of directors. And so we had some conversations. Paul Deason and I had these conversations back in November. So we've been talking about this. And so this is our effort to kind of kick this off. And so I'm going to apologize in advance for my lousy speaking ability and my PowerPoint. If I miss something, this is our first effort, and we're going to go forward. So anyway, thank you all for coming. We're glad to have you. I'm thrilled with the people that are here, because while we may not be a whole lot in numbers, we have all the key players here, and that's really important. So I'm going to kind of start walking through this PowerPoint, and as I walk through it, I'm going to introduce some people, and I'm not going to introduce everyone in the room, but we do have some special guests that I want to make sure we recognize. I've never used one of these clicker things, so I'm going to try it. Oh, look at there. Pretty cool. First, I want to recognize the New Mexico Aviation Aerospace Association Board of Directors, the founding Board of Directors. President Bill McMillan from Crest Insurance back there. Okay. Lowell Willden, Cutter Aviation, right there. Dennis Schmidt from Sandia Aerospace, right there. John Uzikai is not here, I don't believe. But Marshall Puckett from Avreps International back there. That's our, and that's the Board of Directors of the New Mexico Aviation Aerospace Association, and they're taking a first step to try and move this initiative forward in partnership with myself and hopefully in partnership with everyone in the room. And I just saw Representative Jim White walk in the room. Jim, we're glad to see you. He was vitally crucial in getting that informed consent legislation passed, so we're glad to see you. And we'll be glad to let you have a minute at the microphone if you'd like to say something as we go along, Jim. But anyway, we've also got some other special guests. Look there, I clicked it again. We have, and I'm just going to invite them up kind of in the order that they're on the slide to say a few things. Then I'll walk through my PowerPoint and the concept, and then we'll take questions and answers toward the end. So will that work for everyone? Great. So the first person I'd like to invite to the microphone is Wade Jackson, who's here representing Cabinet Secretary John Morella for Economic Development Department. And I'd just like to invite him to come say a few words, and then I'll get more into the details of what we're here for today. Thank you, Wade.